Hello and welcome back to Dragon Quest Wall Tutorials. I am KoitaGZ, and in this video we are going to do soul breakdowns of 2 souls. So I actually have required S Grade souls for the Freezing Knight, which I actually have had for a while. I just haven't had to do a video on them. And then I also have gotten the S Grade soul for Grizzard. So first let's go over the Freezing Knight. So that's going to be right over here in our soul section. So Freezing Knight is going to be right here. So this soul, in terms of its stats, it's going to be kind of so. It's actually not so spectacular in terms of its basic stats. But looking at its actual special effectiveness, special attributes, here you're going to see that it gives you plus 3% to weapon skill damage. Then it's going to give you plus 5% to EO weapon and physical technique damage. Then here it's going to give you plus 5% HP recovery skill effectiveness. So this is going to be somewhat similar to another yellow soul that we've seen. So this is probably going to be geared more toward a Paladin, and also possibly you could use it for a pirate as well if you're using a healing pirate like I have been doing with my Grizzard battles. So I'll actually go over that in a little bit. Then also you get plus 5% to EO resistance and plus 5% to sleep resistance. So that's, like I said, going to mainly be for like healing paladin or healing pirate. So let me lock this in and let's go to my pirate right here. So this pirate, you're gonna see that actually I'm going to have this yellow soul right here. So this is going to be the Reaper Noble. So the Reaper Noble soul is actually very similar. It's going to actually have plus 7% to physical technique damage, and then plus 7% to HP's recovery skill effectiveness. So that's actually also going to be good for this particular class if you're using a healer or using a pirate or a paladin as a healer. But if you're going to compare the two, let's see, right here. In terms of basic stats, the Reaper Noble is actually going to give you more HP, but well, more HP and more durability, but pretty much everything else, the Freezing Knight is actually going to give you a bit more. So not by a whole lot. Pretty much things that are going to be big differences are going to be differences in strength. So Reaper Noble is 41, and then the Freezing Knight is going to be 92, so that's a big difference there. Actually, that's the only really big difference. Everything else is going to be very minor changes, and there's going to be no change to agility here. So in terms of which one you should actually do, if you're trying to have more strength, then probably Freezing Knight might be what you want. But if you're actually going to be mainly focused on healing, I'd probably say that that the Reaper Knight is actually going to be a bit better. So like I said, here you're going to get plus 7% to the Reaper Noble's HP recovery skill effectiveness, but you're only going to get 5% to the same stats for the Freezing Knight. So pretty much for better healing, the Reaper Noble is going to be better, but for here, the Freezing Knight is actually not so bad. If you're going to pair it along with a Paladin that's actually equipped with the New Year's gear, the New Year gear that we got, so that's going to be the Blade of Mysteries, the Armor of Mysteries. So if that's actually equipped on a Paladin, so going back out, so with that particular gear, I can actually show you real quick. So let's take a look at the chest piece. So with the chest piece, if this is going to be equipped on a Paladin, you're going to actually get plus 2% to HP skill recovery effectiveness. So this does slightly give you healing abilities. So I'm pretty sure that's actually going to work for when using the Miracle Blade, because the Miracle Blade actually does give you HP back when you do certain types of techniques. So you're going to have the Ikinari effect that actually gives you uh, HP back, and then also you're going to have the Miracle Blade its main ability, which is going to give HP back to the character that has the least amount of HP in terms of their ratio. So that could actually be pretty effective. So with that said, I want to now move on to the next soul. So that's going to be the Grizzard soul. So that's going to be found right here, and it's going to be right here. So I have 3 S's right now. I actually got these all within the 48-hour period, and yeah, that actually was very surprising. So I only need to get one more to complete my set. But here, taking a look at the Grizzard Soul, so this is going to be actually quite similar to the Barigen Soul. But these stats are mainly going to be for pretty much Blue Soul stats. So for Blue Souls, the main stats are going to really be HP, your max HP, and your agility and your dexterity. So you can see that max HP is going to be plus 135, and then your agility and dexterity are going to be plus 120. So that's actually pretty standard for a Blue Soul. Especially something very similar would be like let's say the Dragon Lord. So actually, real quick, if we take a look at the Dragon Lord Soul, let's see. So right here, so you're going to see plus 123 in terms of max HP, and then plus 112 for the agility and your dexterity, and then the in-between stats are going to pretty much be almost exactly the same. But here, going back to Grizzard, for the special stats, you're going to see going to be very similar to Barigen. Plus 12% to weapon skill damage, plus 5% to physical technique damage. So for Barigen, this is actually switched, where it's actually plus 12% to physical technique damage and plus 5% to weapon damage. Then here you're going to see another added effect. So plus 2% to weapon and physical technique skill damage if it's cloudy, rainy, or snow. So cloud, rain, and snow. So plus 2% to weapon and physical technique damage. So that's actually good if you have those weather conditions on. For me right now, it's actually sunny, so I can't really take advantage of that plus. But then here you're going to have plus 10% to shadow resistance. So this is also going to be very similar to Barigen, who has plus 10% resistance to Bagi. Then here at the end, you're going to have plus 5%. There's a plus 5% certainty that the breath damage that you take in will be reflected back at the enemy. So this is going to be very similar, again, to another soul that we have seen right here, to Mildress. So Mildress has the same effect, except for here it's going to actually be used for spells. So this, you have a 5% chance of reflecting the spell back at Mildress, or pretty much negating it. But in this case, for Grizzard, you're going to actually have that for breath damage. So that's actually quite interesting. Quite possibly, I could use this on on all my party members if there's going to be breath damage done to me. But I'll probably, you might see that in a later video when I actually do have this soul on. But yeah, so this Grizzard soul, definitely going to lock this in. So again, very similar to Barigen, and possibly like Barigen, we might be able to awaken it to get some better stats. So most likely going to get plus 13% to weapon skill damage, plus 6% to physical technique damage, and then probably some increase to other stats, and then maybe also some other stat that might give us more damage. But yeah, so that's going to be the Grizzard Soul. So that's going to be the breakdown of those particular souls. So what do you guys think of these two souls? I really would like to try them out. Possibly, I'm not sure about the Freezing Knight. I don't think I really need it that much, but it's possible to use it on a Paladin if I want some minor little extra healing. But yeah, with that said, I'm going to end this video here. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you would like to see more, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.